Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
The parade will be virtual, but the fun will be real. I'll give you a sneak peek at what you can expect.
All right, Steve, any other year, these streets would be packed with people, but in the middle of the state's 3-week shutdown, things looked very different on one of the biggest bar nights of the year.
But we start tonight with the holiday forecast. It has been a rainy, foggy Thanksgiving Eve, but we are hoping for a change tomorrow. So let's get right out to Ben.
Yeah, Ben, people are hoping to get in some family time outside tomorrow if they can. Is there any chance of it being dry?
I'll tell you guys, it is going to be the warmest of the week, and it does look like things are going to be improving for Thanksgiving Day. So if you still have that dream of a picnic table Thanksgiving, we're going to give it a shot. We'll talk about that in a second. Storm Tracker 4 is showing the last of tonight's rain, sort of getting that renewed push that we were watching for. This is going to rotate through here in the next few hours, and you'll see that on the forecast model. Just about the time we get to daybreak, that's when most of the organized rain is going to get out of here. There's probably going to be a little bit of drizzle left with some of these low clouds, and definitely some fog getting started because of the mild temperatures and all the moisture that we've had in the last couple days. There's your Thanksgiving forecast. We're up to 53 in the afternoon. I would not bank on a whole lot of sunshine. It's going to be plenty of clouds. That fog and drizzle should end early. Winds are going to remain light, so that'll be working in our favor. So all in all, not a bad Thanksgiving. In fact, temperatures about 10 degrees above average. If you want to see what is coming next week, it is in the Local Forecasters app. That is downloaded for free in your app store by searching WDIV. And coming up, guys, we will look at your 10-day forecast and our inaugural holiday lights in a few minutes.
Whatever's still hanging around out there tomorrow morning, it will not impact a Thanksgiving tradition this year. America's Thanksgiving parade is going virtual.
So that means no crowded Woodward to get a glimpse of the floats. The only way to see them is from the comfort of your own home. We are just under 10 hours away from the start of the fun, and Steve Garagiola is live tonight with what to expect with this different kind of parade. Steve.
Well, Karen and Jason, I guess the key word is different. Almost everything about this Thanksgiving will be different. Maybe even the Lions will be different, but don't get me started on that. We're talking about America's Thanksgiving parade, and in this case, different can also mean awesome. Tomorrow morning, we will enjoy a virtual America's Thanksgiving parade, one of many things that would be different from years past. Here's something that's very different. It's the night before the parade, and I'm driving down Woodward Avenue. In a normal year, Woodward Avenue would be closed tonight with a mile-long line of floats ready for the big day. You'll still see all the magic of the parade, you just won't see it in person.
It's going to be so enjoyable, and it's going to give people the opportunity to wake up on Thanksgiving morning and feel great.
The theme of tomorrow's parade is We Are One Together, a tribute to frontline workers and heroes of the COVID-19 crisis. This year has revealed so many heroes that one Grand Marshal just isn't enough.
The Grand Marshals this year are 9 different people representing 9 industries that were on the front line and continue to be on the front line of the COVID pandemic. And our theme is We Are One Together, and not a better way to say it.
And of course, even in a TV-only virtual parade, you can expect the unexpected.
And a big surprise that we can't talk about.
Of course we can't talk about it. Tony's always got a big surprise, and it will be a wonderful surprise tomorrow morning. So get the turkey in the oven, cuddle up on the couch with your family, and enjoy a wonderful Thanksgiving with Local 4 at America's Thanksgiving Parade. Jason, Karen, I'll send it back to you.
I'll take it, Steve. It's going to be a great morning, that's for sure. Thank you so much, and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Coverage of America's Thanksgiving Parade kicks off bright and early tomorrow with a special Thanksgiving edition of Local 4 News Today. That starts at 6 a.m. Starting at 8, we have a special parade preview with our Live in the D crew. And then finally, the kickoff of this year's parade, which begins at 9 a.m. because it's only virtual this year. The only place to see it is right here on Local 4 and on clickondetroit.com.
In a normal year, Thanksgiving Eve is one of the biggest bar nights of the year. But 2020, as we all know, is anything but normal, and it's been downright brutal on the restaurants and bars.
I was not even sure what to expect, to be completely honest.
Downtown Ferndale.
Nobody's out here.
Yeah, it's eerie.
Quiet on the night before Thanksgiving.
It doesn't feel like the day before Thanksgiving.
Even with a 45-degree driving rain, normally 9 Mile would be flooded with people going bar to bar and fighting for parking spots.
One of those weird things right now. What can you do, I guess?
This year, though, with COVID intensifying and restrictions on bars and restaurants, things are low-key.
We went to Como's over here, and then we walked over to Bobcat Bonnie's.
Brandon LeClaire of Sterling Heights is back home from Chicago for Thanksgiving.
That's normally what we would do, and I would come home around this time of the year. It would just kind of be like get together with my buddies and stuff that from high school, and this year's a little bit different. It's tough.
He and John Barsoon understand the restrictions and the risks.
Everybody seems to be keeping their distance. It's kind of the every other table kind of policy, the couple places we've been, so seems to be under control, seems to be handled the proper way.
The first shutdown forced bars to miss out on another huge moneymaker, St. Patty's Day. So many are exhausting every effort to salvage Thanksgiving Eve. The M3 Gratiot Pub in Clinton Township has done what so many others have, enclosed and ventilated an outdoor space and tried to attract as many customers as it can, but not too many.
It's good to think that like everyone's kind of following the rules, everyone's kind of taking this a little bit seriously.
The current restrictions, by the way, that ban indoor dining are in place until December 8th. As we get ready to mark our first Thanksgiving in a pandemic, the CDC continues to recommend celebrating virtually or with just the people in your home.
Today, Michigan added more than 4,200 cases of the virus, with 73 more lives lost. Starting Friday, Beaumont Hospital Wayne will limit visitation to one person for non-COVID patients. No one will be allowed in rooms of COVID patients. But we do have some promising news today from Henry Ford Hospitals. They say if Pfizer's vaccine is given emergency use authorization, Michigan will receive hundreds of thousands of doses as early as December 12th.
As we are awaiting the first batch of vaccine that will be allocated to us, we are very excited to let you know that we have had all the freezers that are needed to store both the Pfizer and Moderna vaccine when they become available to us.
Pfizer expects to vaccinate 3 million people by the end of the year. That vaccine requires 2 doses, given between 3 and 4 weeks apart. We are 1 week into the state's 3-week shutdown, and unemployment claims are going up again.
New claims in Michigan doubled last week to more than 32,000. And it comes as a new report spells out why so many people had trouble getting their benefits when the pandemic first began. As Mara McDonald reports, a state audit found the Unemployment Insurance Agency opened itself up to fraud.
Karen, Jason, the state hired Deloitte to come in and do this audit, and its findings really boil down to this. In an attempt to try and speed up payments to people, the agency left itself vulnerable to hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars being used for fraud. The audit says the 2.8 million jobless claims the UIA has processed since the beginning of COVID is what that agency would normally process over a span of 6 years. Clearly, it was swamped, but the audit points out multiple instances where decisions to speed up payments left the system vulnerable. For example, filters on the fraud screening software the state uses were turned off to try and expedite claims. The usual 10-day verification window for employers to validate claims was suspended, and major personnel changes meant new people and less oversight. A perfect storm, which has resulted in 2 state employees being charged by the feds for defrauding the system of millions of dollars. We reached out to the UIA today. It has a new director and says that it is taking new steps to try and prevent this whole fiasco from happening again. We were told no one would be available to discuss the findings today. We are downtown. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
All right, Mara. Governor Whitmer is in the running for Time's 2020 Person of the Year. The governor's handling of the coronavirus got her national attention this year. The governor is up against people like Dr. Anthony Fauci, President Donald Trump, President-elect Joe Biden, and Taylor Swift. Readers can vote online, but the decision is made by the magazine's editors. That issue comes out in January. Drivers might see another drop in their car insurance payments.
But it won't impact everybody. Which Michigan drivers can expect the savings? We'll tell you. Plus, tomorrow is the 10th anniversary of the day the Skelton boys disappeared. See what investigators think they may look like now as their family refuses to give up hope they'll be found.
And it's video that caught many people's attention on Facebook, including police. A Metro Detroit man seen throwing his dog down the stairs is now facing charges.